Ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is attacked.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Protocol 36. After making a video on the top 5 villains I want in Marvel Spider-Man 2, I thought why not do the opposite and do what heroes I want to see in the sequel, since we know that other Marvel characters exist in this universe, as the most obvious being Avengers Tower, Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum, the Wakandan Embassy, and Lot to Black Panther, Rand Corp, Iron Fist, Nelson and Murdoch, and the list goes on and on. That doesn't mean any of those heroes have to appear in the next game, nor be playable, nor do I want that, as this is a Spider-Man game, but something as a fan I want to see in a side mission or a DLC mission. Be aware this is my own personal list, so if there's a hero you want to see but I haven't put it in the list, be sure to tell me in the comments down below. No particular order. Number 5, Moon Knight. Moon Knight is one of the most interesting and unique characters in comics. Named Mark Spector, basically worships Khonshu, who offered him a second chance in life after being killed by one of his colleagues, bringing him back, becoming Moon Knight, and having a personality disorder. Moon Knight teamed up with Spidey a few times in the comics, and has appeared in the Spider-Man Web of Shadow game, which introduced me to the character for the first time. So it would be cool if he appeared in another Spider-Man game, either a cameo or teaming up with Peter in one form or another. Number 4, Doctor Strange. As mentioned before, we saw Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum in the first game, so what if we actually get to see him this time in the flesh, in a side mission where Peter sees supernatural activities occurring in New York. Since this is outside his field, he goes to Doctor Strange to look into it further. So that means that we can have both of the Ditko characters team up for several missions. It would be amazing, providing a great and interesting gameplay, and shows that this universe is much bigger than it looks. Number 3, Johnny Storm. I thought about adding the entire Fantastic Four team, as they consider Peter family in the comics, but I thought why not just add the character who he is closest to the most, who they consider themselves as best friends. So much so that if anyone was to take his place after he dies, he wishes it to be Peter Parker himself, which actually happened. Now, I'm not saying have this Peter join the Fantastic Four, but a cameo or missions, whether it's side missions or DLC, as mentioned before, or do something similar to the Ultimate Spider-Man game, where you race Johnny, but now with the mechanics and speed of the PlayStation 5, it would truly be a dream come true for fans. Number 2, Wolverine. Wolverine is one of my personal favourite comic book characters ever, and a fan favourite overall. He has appeared in a few Spider-Man games, one being Ultimate Spider-Man, where you are Venom facing Wolverine, and another being Web of Shadow, a game which he had a large role to play. So why not add him in the sequel with the next gen console? Peter and Logan has teamed up multiple times in the comics, to the point that they became close, and even though they sometimes annoy each other, especially Peter annoying Logan, they do want the best for each other and have each other's backs. Before we get to number 1, here are my honourable mentions. Number 1, Daredevil. I think I speak for most people when I say Daredevil is also a fan favourite, such an amazing character. After his popularity in the incredible Netflix show, people are hungry for more Daredevil content, that being Season 4, an open world Daredevil game, and you guessed it, a cameo in Spider-Man PS5. Matt and Peter are really good friends in the comics, as to convince the world that Matt wasn't Daredevil, Peter pretended to be Daredevil for him, to protect his identity. Also, Matt has supported Peter, even becoming his lawyer, in a few adaptations like the 90s animated series, which was the show that not only introduced me to Spider-Man, but also Daredevil, and many other Marvel heroes and villains. We know that Matt and Peter have met in this universe, with the man without fear giving Peter a card in case he needed a lawyer, and we see they're building too. It would honestly be a marvelous idea, but how about you guys? Which heroes do you want to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2? If you enjoyed this, please like, or want more, subscribe to begin Protocol 36.